Music theory always makes me hungry for animal crackers. Not sure why. When I was studying music in college, there was one thing besides feeding us animal crackers that my music theory professor made us do that was a total game changer for me. I've often thought about how this one little exercise has probably helped me in music more than any single musical thing I've ever learned, ever. So back in college, one day, my music theory professor told us that we needed to memorize the triads. In music, basic chords are made up of 3 pitches, and those are called triads. In any given musical key, there are 7 scale degrees, and each of these scale degrees can be built into a chord called a triad. And so he told us that we needed to memorize our triads, and they go like this. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. We just say C again because it completes the rhythm. That last C is not a triad by itself. And I know what you're thinking, because I was thinking it too. Isn't memorizing a string of seemingly random letters kind of daunting? Well, stick with me, because at the end of this video, I'm gonna help you with that. And I know what else you're thinking, because I was thinking it too. What about sharps and flats? Well, what we do about sharps and flats is we just add the key signature to the triad. So let's say we're in the key of G, and we know that in the key of G there's one sharp, it's an F sharp. And so the triad D in the key of G is going to be DFA. It's always going to be some kind of a D, some kind of an F, some kind of an A. And so the triad is DFA, and all we do is add the key signature, an F sharp, and it becomes a D, an F sharp, and an A. So that's how we deal with sharps and flats. Just add the key signature. And again, I know what you might be thinking, because I was thinking it too. Even if I do memorize these triads, is it really all that helpful? Well, let me show you 3 practical ways in which memorizing the triads is helpful. So first, just the obvious, when you've memorized your triads, you can very quickly find the 3 notes that make up a chord. So when you need to know the notes that harmonize a B chord, BDF, it's that quick, you can just rattle them off, they're on the tip of your tongue. And if you're in the key of B, you know that there are 5 sharps, and so you just add those sharps to the chord. BDF, it's a B, a D sharp, and an F sharp, because it's always going to be some kind of B, some kind of D, and some kind of F. And so as you memorize the triads, you don't even actually have to know what you're saying, you just need to have them in your brain so that when someone mentions a chord, you can rattle them off instantly. Go ahead, quiz me. Name a chord, I'll tell you the triad. Oh yeah, this is a one-way medium. You can hear me, I can't hear you. I'll quiz myself. E, E, G, B, A, A, C, E. It's just so quick. The second reason why having your triads memorized is helpful is because it can help you quickly find intervals. So when you need to add a note to a chord, like say it's a G add 2, or like a C7, or a D6, you can find those intervals really quickly because you already know your 1, your 3, and your 5, and the 2 is in between 1 and 3. The sus4 is always in between 3 and 5. The 6 comes after 5. The 7's after that, or just before 1. And so you can find those intervals super quickly. So let's say you need to know the 6th interval to an F chord. FAC, that's the triad. So C is the 5th, and the 6 is right after it, so your 6th is a D. Need to know how to add a sus4 to a B chord. BDF is your triad, D is your 3rd, the 4 is right after that, so you need to raise that D to an E. And you, of course, apply your key signature to it and you'll be in the key. And lastly, similarly to finding your intervals quickly, having your triads memorized can help you find chords in the Nashville number system more quickly. We often give chords number names as each of the 7 steps in a scale in a given key can have a chord built on top of them. So there are 7 steps in a scale, and so there are 7 diatonic chords in a given key. As an example, if we are in the key of A, we know that the 1, the 3, and the 5 chords are the same as the A triad, A, C, E. So we already know the 1, the 3, and the 5 chord, and the 2 chord always comes in between 1 and 3, and the 4 chord is in between 3 and 5, and the 6, well, we already went over this with the intervals, and again, I'm just telling you how to count to 7. It works the same way. Having these triads memorized helped me to more quickly find the chords in the Nashville number system. Side note, it is pretty necessary to also know your key signatures. That becomes a pretty necessary next step. But that's for another day. For now, let's work on memorizing our triads. All you need to know is this list of letters in this order. You just have to burn them into your mind. You don't necessarily need to know what you are saying. You just need to have them etched into your mind so that when someone names the root note of a triad, the 1, 3, and the 5 just sort of fall out of your mouth. So here's what we do to memorize them. We just say them over and over like this. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F, C. I miss having those animal crackers. Well, if that little song is helpful for you, I just encourage you to listen to it over and over until those triads are just fixed in your brain and you can list them without thinking about them. And then have somebody quiz you on them. If this video was helpful for you at all, or even just a little bit entertaining, go ahead and click the thumbs up button down below, and I'd love to have you subscribe so you can be notified when I post more music and adventure videos. Thanks for watching, see you next time.